Hey there, girly. Welcome back to my channel. I know I have been not active on here and not posting my weekly videos for you all. Honestly, my lash school got wrecked. Someone hit my wall and it really took me for a huge spin, not only in my business but also just like personally. I built something up that took me so long and felt like it took me so long to create, and then to watch it just be gone in a matter of a day was crazy to me. So it really took me for a spin, and to be honest, I was drained, I was sad, I was confused, I was feeling all kinds of emotions as I went through this. So that's honestly why it took me out from making videos. And I know that is not an excuse. I probably should have went a little harder, but I was honestly drained, y'all, and I knew I needed to take a mental break. I honestly thought that my school was done. I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna be out of business. My school's ruined. Like, I'm gonna have to leave my students who were already enrolled. It was a roller coaster of emotions, and I did not know what was gonna happen. It's my first time having a school, so I was actually set to have a school inspection, and that couldn't happen because my whole room, my whole wall was taken out. And I'm gonna show y'all the video. I'm gonna add the video in of my actual lash room and what it looked like. And it was so crazy being in the space where I was at, because I felt like I needed to move. I felt like I needed to just get a different space, and I didn't. I stayed there. And it's funny how when you're like you need to do something but you don't do it, how like God will make a way for it to happen either way. So my whole room got completely wrecked and taken out, and yeah, I honestly thought that my school was done. I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna be out of business. My school's ruined. Like, I'm gonna have to leave my students who were already enrolled. It was a roller coaster of emotions, and I did not know what was gonna happen. It's my first time having a school, so I was actually set to have a school inspection, and that couldn't happen because my whole room, my whole wall was taken out. And I'm gonna show y'all the video. I'm gonna add the video in of my actual lash room and what it looked like. And it was so crazy being in the space where I was at, because I felt like I needed to move. I felt like I needed to just get a different space, and I didn't. I stayed there. And it's funny how when you're like you need to do something but you don't do it, how like God will make a way for it to happen either way. So my whole room got completely wrecked and taken out, and yeah. So went through all of that. Had to find so much strength to just get positive and get like feeling like I wasn't going, like I just felt like I was crying for weeks. I felt like everything was over. I was like, I'm done doing lashes. I was like, I think I'm gonna go back and get a job. Like, it's crazy how when you're going through a lot of stuff, like just so much doubt and worry and negativity can fill your head, girl. But you have to, I know this sounds so cliche, but you literally have to give it to God, and you have to pray about it, and you have to know that things sometimes feel like they're falling apart in order for them to fall together for something better. And I know that's so cliche, but it really is like that. Like, I ended up finding a better space. I'm in the better space now. They didn't close my school down. I was still able to take students, and so everything is back to normal now. And so I feel really, really good. I'm feeling a lot better, and I feel like now I can be that person that I show up as all the time, because I wasn't that person when I was going through all of this. So we are officially at 9K followers. We are fixing to hit 10K almost. So thank you all so much for following, for subscribing, for commenting, for sharing, for all the stuff. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you all. Even though some of y'all we've never met, I know, like I said, just me showing up and sharing my story and talking with you is what y'all like. So I'm back. I'm better. Okay, we are better. I'm going to be doing I forgot what set we are going to be covering today. Gonna be a tutorial over volume, wispy, all the good stuff, and just really talk about there was something in general I really wanted to talk with you guys. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We're gonna jump into today's tutorial, and yeah, if you want to learn lashes or you want to get your lash license and you're in Texas, West Texas area, check out the links below, check out the description below, and schedule an enrollment call, and let's get to talking about learning lashes. All right, let's dive into today's video. Alrighty, girly. So today we are actually going to be doing a wispy volume fill on my client, Natasha. Natasha always takes great care of her lashes. So when she comes in for a fill, it is never horrible. I'm always able to clean her lashes really well and always able to get her a nice full set back to her original look of what she's wanting. So with Natasha, we do a dramatic cat eye. So play around with some sizes a little bit, but on her very outer corner right now, as you see, I'm placing 14s, and then I'll place a couple of 13s on the very, very outer corner. That way, we never like to put too long of lash extensions on the outer corner because we like to we like to make her eye open and not really get droopy or looked closed. So for Natasha's sizes though, we use 10s, 11s, 12s, and then I jump up to size 14s at the arch of her brow, kind of where you see my tape is placed right now. I place 14s right there, drag it all the way out to almost the outer tail of her brow bone, but at the very outer, like I said, I drop back and put some 13s. So there's not 13s in the middle of the set because we want a dramatic cat eye, so I jump up 2, sometimes 3 sizes if my client is looking for that super dramatic cat eye. She didn't want like more of a flowy cat eye, she wanted a dramatic cat eye. So if your client is requesting more of a drama look, then make sure that when you're placing your base sizes down, that you are playing with some 2 to 3 different millimeter sizes, okay? Hope that makes sense. But she also has Spike's wispy lashes in her lash set that we're doing. So remember, I have sizes 10, 11, 12, and 14 as my base. So with my spikes will be 12, 13, 14, and then 16. Now, I actually do go and place some 15 spikes just to give a nice flow, but I still want that very dramatic look. So the 15s I will place a little bit more towards the area of the 12s and 14s where they're kind of meshing together, so that way it's not too dramatic, because if I place a size 15 spike in the size 12 area, it can look a little crazy. So 15s go, like I said, more where my tape is placed at right now as well. But alrighty, girly, so as you know at the intro of the video, I talked about my whole lash school getting taken out and me being like, I wanted to give up lashing completely. I was like, you know what, I give up. I'm not even going to be a lash artist anymore. I was like, I'm just going to quit and just throw everything away. Obviously, I did not do that because I've worked so hard and I've come so far in my lash extension career that giving up is not an option. It may sound easy to say in the moment whenever you're faced with obstacles, but girl, you can't give up. You have to keep going. So a month of that happening, from my room getting destroyed and me having to find a month of that happening and me going through that whole process, and then another month of me looking for a place and being able to get settled in. And so, girl, it was rough. It was really, really rough, and I'm very sorry that I have not been posting videos every week. Like I said, it really took it out of me, and I do not like showing up or giving y'all videos whenever I don't feel good and I don't feel inspiring. I don't feel like the leader that I know I am I am most of the time. I did not feel like that, and it really took a toll on me for the past couple of months. So, but that did not stop y'all from showing love and following and subscribing and doing all the good stuff. So I just want to say thank y'all so much for getting me to 9K and really enjoying the shorts that I've been putting out for you guys. That's really all I've had the energy to do, because it's been crazy, girl. And I've still been taking clients in between, but I really feel like I had to give them my whole effort. So I wasn't recording, I wasn't making content for the YouTube channel. And so I'm back, I'm better. And so, yeah, girl, anyways, learning lashes, learning how to keep going is very, very hard, and no one prepares you for this as a lash artist. So I just wanted to share and talk about it today while I'm doing my client's fill. Like I said, I was taking my clients still while all this was going on, and my clients are amazing. They're like, girl, you're so strong, and you move so fast, you'll be okay, it'll be okay. And I knew deep down it would be okay, but girl, in the moment, like I said, it just felt like everything was done. I was like, I'm not going to be able to teach anymore. I was like, I don't even want to do lashes anymore. Like, I was like, just throw the whole thing away. So yeah, that's pretty much where my headspace was at for a couple of months. But now I'm back and now I'm better. And so I'm glad that I'm back on, and your video, our YouTubes will resume every week, and I will start putting out content way more and keeping up with you guys. I know before I was on a roll, like I said, it really feels like sometimes you're like on a roll doing everything, and then bam, something happens, and it's just like a huge thing. And so yeah, showing up for your business, showing up for your clients still when everything feels like it's going wrong is very, very important, because if I would have gave up and canceled canceled all my clients, and then just like threw away the school, it wouldn't have helped me. I would have been in a worse spot. And so yeah, I was like, nope, you know what, this is like the 6-year hump, and nothing had really feel like it was going bad in my business. I was like, it felt like it was about that time. So yeah, sometimes you just feel like things come in. And so anyways, it was time for a fresh space. It was time for a new upgrade, and my clients also really liked it too. And I noticed that whenever I moved into this new space, which is where I'm taking my client at right now, I felt better. The energy was newer. It was just a fresh breath of air. My clients loved it. Now it's even better for my students. We have more room, we have more space, and it's just nicer all around. So it's, like I said, it's crazy how, you can feel when you need to move, or you need to change, or you need to do something. And then if you avoid it, or you just try to be like, oh no, everything's okay, things will happen to where you have to move and you have to, make a change. So anyways, girl, some tips I can give you on creating wispy volume sets and creating volume sets is watch how you're making your volume fans, okay? So unless your client asks for a super dramatic wispy volume look, then, you're going to use mega fans, if not some bigger volume fans. But my client, she wants a dramatic cat eye, but she also likes more of a sultry look. So the volume lashes that I'm putting on her are not super big. They have a nice skinny base. They are not wide lashes either. I make them about halfway up the volume hairs, sometimes a narrow fan. So if you don't know the difference between narrow volume fans, medium fans, and wide volume fans, girl, make sure and go check out my volume lashing tutorial, where I show you how to make all sort of different volume fans to create different looks. If you're having trouble with volume lashing, maybe you've taken a certification class and you're like, oh, I can't get these sets down. It is really, really important that you get these sets down, girl, because these are sets that you could charge more, that your clients really like, and they will go to you because you can create that custom specialty set that it is that your clients are looking for. So that's why I tell you, ladies, you really do need to enroll with HM Lash University and get your lash license, because there's so many certified lash artists out here who aren't working with a license. They just went and took a class, and it's crazy because they could go create a whole business just off the certification, not knowing that legally you're not supposed to work with just a certification. In Texas, you need a lash extension license, Cosmo or SD license, to perform lash extension services and to also get paid. So if you are a certified lash artist and you're charging people, you can get in a lot of trouble, because you're not supposed to be taking any form of money with just a certification. You are not legally allowed to work in Texas. So if you're out at one of the other states, make sure and check your state rules and regulations on lash extensions, because not every state requires you to have a license, but in Texas you are required to have a license. And as you could tell, it's very important that you do, because I'm using sharp tweezers. I'm placing lash extensions on your client's eye. We're using tape, we're using iPads. We have to make sure we're cleaning our tools correctly. We have to make sure that we can, first off, give our client the service that she's wanting. So I know a lot of lash artists out here, a lot of certified lash artists, because not licensed lash artists aren't doing this. Well, not that I hope so many of them are, but a lot of certified lash artists are charging, $50-$70 for a full set of lashes, and then they're giving their clients not a good experience. They aren't using good supplies. They don't care about the client. They're just there to make money. And I have had the past couple of months, I've had so many phone calls from students wanting to enroll in the school. And, I ask them, what is it that really sparked your interest in lashes? Why do you want to pursue this career? I ask incoming students that, because I really do want to know where their emotion is coming from, and also why they want to be here, because I have heard it so much this past 2 months of people booking calls, and then they're just saying, oh, well, I saw so-and-so doing it and she was making a lot of money and it looks good. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, like, how do you want to serve your clients? How do you want to, show up for your business? And they're just like, oh, I just want to be able to make a lot of money so I can take care of my family. And there's nothing to serve their clients. There's nothing that they want to serve their community, how they want to serve their business. And so, yeah, those students don't make it into the program because there's already enough lash artists out here who do not care. And I'm not housing those lash artists to get their license. I'm not helping those lash artists become lash artists, because they're not lash artists. They actually just see how much money we can make. They see what other girls have done with their business, and they think they could just copy and paste. And I mean, you can do that, but I promise you will not have longevity in your business, and you will close your books very, very soon. And so don't want that for you. I want you to be a happy, confident lash artist, despite whatever's thrown your way. So like I said, I had a lot of obstacles thrown my way this past couple of months, but you have to really just know that you have the mental capacity to move past anything. And like I said, you also have to know that sometimes it feels like things are falling apart, but they're actually falling together for you, and they're working out better for you than you can imagine. So yeah, girl, my little rant going on for what has happened these past couple of months. But I've been super thankful for all of my clients who have still come and see me. I actually had to lash from my house for a little bit because I was out of a place to work, and then I had to find a place super quick because I had lash students who were in school, and we have to do hands-on application, and we have to, get them their lash licenses. So it's crazy because within these 2 months that this happened, I had 2 students actually graduate from school and pass their exams, and they have their lash license now. So like I said, it's crazy how it could feel like everything's going wrong, but there's still some great things happening behind the scenes. And so yeah, girl, that's how my past 2 months have been. Like I said, I've still been taking my clients, and I have new students enrolled in the school. So I'm super grateful that we are just moving ahead, and that we have the space to work from, and that everything's comfortable now. So yeah. The reason why I taped up my clients, the reason why I had that tape on my client's eyelid was because my client's eyelid sits a little bit lower to her base. So I just like to get a piece of tape and lift up on that eyelid just a little bit, so that way I can have smooth application. Because as you saw, I was able to go in and isolate correctly, add in my volume fans, and move on to the next eye. So yeah, like I said, my client who comes in, she takes really good care of her lashes. So I'm able to go in and replace those volume fans, replace those spikes. With my client, Natasha, she actually takes really good care of her spikes, and she always comes back in with those spikes in place. But I have noticed that I do have some clients who their spikes on their lash sets, they're the first thing to go. So if your client comes in and she's like, oh, I love the Wispies, but they never last on me, girl, maybe you need to apply more adhesive, because remember, with your spikes, they are applied more so like a classic lash. And sometimes I forget that too, because I'm putting so much volume in the set that when I go to place a spike, I just place like a little bit of adhesive, enough to hold. But do remember that you want to place your spikes and dip your spikes in your lash glue like you would a classic lash, so that way they really stay. But yeah, girl, that's pretty much all that has been going on these past 2 months. Like I said, I've just been taking care of my clients and helping my students as they've been going through school and finishing out school. But I'm back and I'm better. So what is the next tutorials that we want to see? Because I really want to get into more like custom sets. I really want to perfect the anime set. I have done it a couple of times, but I have yet to record it because I'm always afraid I'm going to do it wrong, and I don't want to show the results. And so yeah, girl, 6-year lash artist, and I'm still learning on how to create some sets. I'm still learning how to layer and map certain ways, and that's super important for you. It is important that you learn how to play with different sizes, play with different diameters to create different looks, and make sure you're not copying. Oh my gosh, there's just been a trend of so much copying going on here lately. I'm tired of looking at every lash artist and their videos are all the same and everyone's copying everyone's content. Like, girl, oh my gosh, we have to work on being more original. and finding things that we like and finding how we want to showcase our work and showcase our business. It's just really, really important. So my main goal for the next couple of months is learning how to show up a little bit differently online, just because I feel like so many lash artists are copying, creating the same content. And this is something I teach my students, is how to post as a lash artist and how to actually show up on your Instagram and your TikTok and Facebook, to where you actually have clients who are engaging and they're liking your content, and where they're not just scrolling past because they feel like everyone is creating the same content. So I'm super proud of my lash students because they have completely changed the lash extension dynamic. Excuse me, I have to cough. Excuse me. And I feel like I have been like maybe low-key sick throughout this whole thing. Like I've just been having so much congestion, and girl, my life has been crazy. But I've been helping my students, like I said, create businesses and create lash brands that really do empower them and help them, and also help their ideal clients find them. So that's just what I have been working on and going through. And like I said, what are the next tutorials that you want to see? What is it that you really want to learn and dive into? Because I'm really, really curious as to what you guys are struggling with. So whether you are a new lash artist, beginner lash artist, or maybe an advanced lash artist, and you're struggling with a certain aspect or certain thing in your business, I would like to know. Because like I said, for me, it was just mind frame these past couple of months. It has been just like getting on track to knowing that you really can make it through whatever comes your way in business. Like even if it seems like I said, girl, someone had literally rammed my wall, knocked my wall down in the lash school, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like I was like, the haters found me. I thought it was a family member. I thought it was a friend. I thought all these things. And what's crazy is I still don't even know who it was or what happened. The owner actually knew what had happened before I had even walked back into my room. And it really is crazy, girl, how God works. Like it really is super, super crazy, because I was set to have a client that day. I had a client set at, I believe she was 3 or 3:30 or 4 o'clock. I was supposed to see her. So I had went to go home and take a little break because I had been there all that morning. So I went home, took a break. I said no problem, because I actually wanted to go and have lunch and take a minute to just breathe, because I was working all morning. So my client ended up saying, hey girl, I can't get off work. Can we push back a little bit later? I was like, yeah, of course, no problem. So I told her, come, let's do 5:30 if that's better. She was like, yeah. When I showed back up, my room was completely destroyed. And I was like, oh my gosh, I thought someone like had took a sledgehammer to my wall and just like threw my stuff everywhere, because it looked like I had got like broken into, but nothing was stolen. So I was like so confused. I was like, dang, someone really just came in to wreck my room. And girl, my owner ended up knowing about it. He was like, I have someone on camera. They just kept ramming the wall again and again and again, and then they drove off. So it was pretty much like a hit and run, and they couldn't even do anything about it. And and then I ended up calling the cops to make a report. And then my owner got mad that I called the cops to make a report, because he said it was like going to ruin his insurance or something. I have no clue, girl. The whole thing was crazy. What was even crazier was that my owner knew it had happened. He didn't even come to check to see if I was in the room. I guess maybe he knew I wasn't there, but he did not call me to let me know that my room had been wrecked, that I wasn't going to be able to work. So girl, I literally had to get my stuff and move out that same day and the next day. Moved everything out. Like I said, I had to work from home for a little bit. Literally, it was maybe like a week, not even, because I literally had to find a space and get in, because I have a whole lash school I'm running. So I have students who are learning lashes and coming in to practice and do all kinds of stuff. And so, girl, it was like the weight of the world was on my shoulders, but I still had so much to do. And yeah, that's honestly why I didn't make any YouTubes. And I've been drained, girl. I have been drained. Like I said, I'm finally back to normal. I finally have caught up on some rest, because the whole month this was going on, girl, my eating schedule was off. Like I said, I was crying every couple of hours. I had so much doubt, so much worry that things weren't going to work out, that things weren't going to get better. Because I just really thought it was done, but it's never done. Like I said, it doesn't happen like that. Like I said, things happen so that way we can move, so that way we can make different changes in our business, but it's always happening for you, never to you. That is one lesson I learned these past couple of months is, I was crying and I was like, why is this happening to me? Why did I just, why? And I was like, I don't deserve this. And sometimes it makes it harder, girl, too, whenever you don't have like family support or like a close friend to talk to. Luckily I have my man, and he is everything and more, and he helps me so much, but he's also a really good business partner to me. And so sometimes I just feel like, he was going through it as well too, because he has built this whole business with me and helped me with everything. And so it was really sad. It really took a toll on us, but like I said, we are back, we're better, and everything is flowing again, and everything's moving along really well. So I'm just super excited to be back. Like I said, we have 9K followers. I know I really did not do a whole lot of tutorial as we're talking through this, but like I said, it was really more so like mindset and everything I went through, and how if something like this happens to you, girl, you can move through it too, and you can make it through too. Anything that happens to you is not end all be all, unless like you literally get taken out and you die. But that's how I felt in the moment. I felt like I had died, but now I feel like I'm back to life, and it took a toll on me. Like I said, I didn't want to post to my business. I didn't want to post on my story. I felt like embarrassed, and I didn't want to tell anyone that what had happened. And I didn't even tell you guys. I told y'all guys like 2 months later. This happened like 2 months ago, and I've been off of YouTube for 2 months. I haven't even, like I said, had no energy or strength to be posting my weekly videos and talking with y'all, because it took a lot out of me. But we're here, and we're back, and we're better. Again, I'll say it again and again and again, okay? So if you want to learn lashes, if you're in Lubbock, Texas, or you're in the West Texas area, or you're in Texas in general, we have online learning as well too, so you can completely join in and get your lash license. But we are also here to continue on learning our lashes. So let me know what sets or what it is that you want to see. We're going to be doing a lot more tutorials, a lot more smaller tutorials as well too. Because like I said, I'm just excited to be back, and I can't wait to start posting my videos back at how I was doing every week. So of course, we're going to try for Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for videos. I obviously missed yesterday, but it's Memorial Day weekend, so I relaxed yesterday, and so today I came in and made y'all today's video for today. So I love you guys. I appreciate you all. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. And like I said, let me know what videos you want to see, and I will make that happen for you. All right. Until next time, I'll see you later, girl. Bye.